Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Cova. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a transfer gossip video as well. It's been a few days because the last one went up with a few issues, so I ended up having to take it down. But we're going to jump into a new episode today, so make sure you do subscribe if you are new around here to make sure you get all of the transfer gossip as it comes in, as well as FIFA videos if you're interested in that too. So we're starting off with kind of one of our main stories, and that is Manchester City are monitoring Jan Oblak at the moment. They're obviously having goalkeeper issues after sending Joe Hart out on loan. Bravo is not good enough whatsoever. However, they are willing to keep the faith until the summer when they will then make a move for Jan Oblak. I can't see Atletico Madrid wanting to sell him, so it will be an absolute monstrous fee. However, the only good side for Manchester City is he is only 24 years old. Well, 24. Or 23 actually, 23 years old. So he's got a lot of time left to play. You know, if you sign a keeper, say he'll be 24 by the time they sign him, he will have at least 10 years left in the game. I think that's a hell of a lot to sign. You know, player for 10 years nowadays is really, really good value, even if you do spend a lot of money, and it will finally solve their goalkeeping crisis, and I think Jan Oblak will do that. He's part of an Atletico Madrid team that are really, really good defensively, and usually, although recently they haven't done as much, usually don't concede many goals either. Next up is Rabiot. He is a young Manchester City player, highly rated at City. However, Everton are keen on the Manchester City youngster and are set to make an offer now. I think, you know, Koeman's really trying to build a side that is young and is going to progress and kind of play together and become a better team together. And he's looking at Rabiot as another potential youngster he can bring in. You know, he's already brought in a few youngsters. Davies come through, Holgate's come through. Obviously, Barkley's not too old. He's looking to try and build a nice new core, and I think that's the right thing to do. They do need to do that, but they also have the experience of, say, Barry and Williams at the back to do so. I think Rabiot would be a great signer, but I can't see Manchester City selling him. And if they do, it will probably, you know, have a buyback clause in, or at least, at the very least, a sell-on fee as well. Manchester United are also interested in making a defender a signing. Mendy and Manchester United are interested in the Monaco left-back, which is kind of speculating Luke Shaw's future, but I'm not too sure on that one. I don't think, unless they want Mendy to play like left-back, centre-back, I'm not too sure. I don't think they will go for him, because he's just going to end up sitting on the bench. One team that does need Mendy, however, I think is Liverpool. There's no doubt that they do need a left-back. I think Milner's done an absolutely fantastic job there. However, he's a makeshift, and they need to get someone in who will do the job properly, who knows that position. And also, I think Milner's a bit prone to struggling with pace. So if you come up against a pacey winger, Liverpool will struggle. However, if they sign someone like Mendy, who's used to the position, got a lot of pace, and will do a good job there, I think that would be a great signing. But Manchester United are currently interested in him. Luke Shaw is actually next up. He may be on the way out of United, is what we've been hearing. However, even with that Mendy rumour, Luke Shaw has come out today and said he's very, very happy at United and has no intention whatsoever of leaving. The ongoing saga of Dimitri Payet continues, with Marseille seeing their latest bid rejected. However, they are planning a third bid after that 20 million bid was rejected. They are going back in for him, which is a bit of a strange one for me, because Payet actually threw his toys out the pram whilst at Marseille. I think that's how he engineered his move to West Ham. And for, you know, West Ham would pretty much at least double the money if they sold Payet. Now, I know he's got a lot better while he was at West Ham. Amazing free kicks and done really, really well. He's really gone off the boil recently. I think that's maybe why he has put that transfer request in, or, well, basically kicked his toys out again. Ben Davies next up, a really, really highly rated youngster. Well, say youngster, he's like, what, 23 now? And I think there's a hell of a lot of clubs in the Premiership that would love to have him. He's done really well for Wales, does really well for Tottenham when he stands in, but simply can't get a game. And Crystal Palace are the latest club to show interest in the Spurs left-back. He can play both left-back and centre-back, which is a hell of an attribute. Plays as centre-back for Wales. And, you know, he deserves to be a first-team player. If I was him, I would go. However, you know, some players can be happy just to sit on the bench and collect money. I don't think Davies is one of them type of players, though. Max Gradel's actually next up. I forgot he actually even played for Bournemouth. He is interesting. Watford, they're set to go in for the Bournemouth winger, but I don't see for any reason why Bournemouth would want to sell Gradel. He actually done really well when he was at the club. However, obviously that injury kind of brought him back down, where he couldn't play anymore. Next up is Depay. He looks like he's finally leaving Manchester United. Didn't really make much of an interest after having such a good start to his career at PSV Eindhoven. Lyon are pretty much ready to complete that deal for about, I think it's at roughly about 18 million, which could rise to around 21. I think he just needs to be loved, basically. It's such a weird statement to make, but I think he genuinely just needs to be like the star player in a team and have the coach, you know, put his arm around him and get him playing the way he should be, an exciting youngster, not, you know, sit on the bench and just basically sulking. Next up is another Manchester United potential signing, and that is, this guy is called Silva. Bernardo Silva. Manchester United are planning a £70 million bid for the 22-year-old from Monaco. So it looks like they're gonna raid Monaco either way. I think it's just for this guy though. I can't see them going for Mendy. Bernardo Silva for 70 million is a hell of a lot of money. He has had a really, really good season so far, but it is an incredible amount. It looks like, though, it could be a kind of a good option because that means Pogba might play as a centre mid rather than a cam position where this guy usually plays. It would be a good signing if they can get him in. Next up is Lukaku. He looks, you know, he's always getting rumoured with a move away from Everton. Koeman said he probably should. Chelsea see Morata or Lukaku as the cost of replacements if needed. Looks like that will wait till the summer though, which is kind of the hint that Cost has given. He looks like he's willing to stay till the summer. Patrick Bamford looks like he's finally sealed a move away from Chelsea after so many loans. He's had his medical at Middlesbrough, and I believe a £5 million fee has been agreed. However, I haven't seen official confirmation of him moving away. Next up is Ella Badilo. If I could say that right. Hull are continuing their revamp anyway with the Olympiacos right back. You know, they do need to make a hell of a lot of signings, but I don't think right back was like the urgent position that they needed to go for. El Mohammadi does a decent job. I think they need to go for like striker, maybe a new centre back. Even a goalie was needed before this, but it looks like they're going for him. I think the manager knows this player, so he kind of wants to get who he knows in to hopefully try and survive the drop. And finally, we end on another pretty much unknown player, and that is Rave. He is a right mid or attacker mid for young boys, and both Swansea and Everton are interested in him. So there you go, guys. Those are all our transfers linked up. A lot of Manchester United and Manchester City as well. Manchester United potentially going for Silva. They could actually make that deal happen in January, even though it would be a hell of a lot of money. Although they are getting ready to pay for 20 million. And as potential finally solving the goalkeeper crisis at Manchester City in the summer with a potential move for Oblak. But guys, if you did enjoy, make sure you do drop a like on the video, and I shall see you in the next one.